Hey guys, and welcome to another episode in our How Did I Shoot This One? Today we're working with smoke, we're working with focus light, and of course, colors. It's gonna be awesome. Now, one of the things that I love to work with is smoke. I don't know the magic about smoke, but it just glues everything together. And it's one of those things that you hardly see done right in compositing or with artificial intelligence. So, what do we use in our studio? In our studio, we have several different smoke machines. The ones we are using now are water-based, and those are the bigger smoke machines. But we also have smaller smoke machines, like for example, this one, or the one with the bubbles. Now, the difference between those smoke machines are very important. The bigger smoke machines we use are water-based, and that means I have no problem when we have strobes in the area of our smoke machines, because, well, there's also water in the air. Now, these smoke machines, they don't use water, but an oily residue. It's not really bad for your strobes, according to the manufacturer, but somehow these I just prefer to use in a smaller setting. And then you have no problems at all, because they don't hit the strobes. Now, this one you can also, of course, mount with a fan, so you can create bigger smoke. But for these kinds of shots that we're going to talk about today, we're using the larger smoke machines. So if you're in the market for a new smoke machine, make sure you buy the bigger ones that are, well, water-based. If you want localized smoke or for product photography, those are great. They leave a little bit of residue, but after a few seconds, the residue is actually gone and it's 100% safe. So what do you have to take care of when you start using smoke? The first thing you have to make sure is that there's no light far away from your model. The reason for this is very simple. Smoke acts as a deflector, as a diffuser, and of course as a mood maker. But it also means that if you place your light further away from your model, there's a chance that more smoke is built up between your model and the strobe, meaning you can't shoot as long as if the light is closer to your model. The reason is simple. If we backlight smoke, we get those beautiful plumes of smoke and you see all the detail, or you get a haze. But if we light smoke from the front, it will start to work as a reflector. In other words, your photo will be totally useless because you only have white photo. So in this case, it's also important how we control the smoke machines. In our studio, we always use two smoke machines. The first one we use on the backdrop. We just fill the backdrop up with smoke. We make sure that the model is in front of the backdrop by about 1 or 2 meters, so we have more than enough room. Now, as soon as I see that the backdrop is nicely filled up with smoke, we give 2 more puffs on the bottom to make it nice and thick. And then we use the smoke on the front, aim it towards the floor and just let it go up. And then it's just waiting till the right moment and press that shutter. Now in the past, because we had a lot of problem with smoke on the front, I tried to just only use smoke on the back side. And that became more like a sandwich shot, you know, the model in front, then you have the smoke barrier and then you have the backdrop. It just didn't look nice. As soon as we started using smoke a little bit on the front and making it jump up, that's when everything connected together. Remember, the glue of a shot. Lighting wise, very, very simple. 2 colored strobes, or 3 or 4, whatever you want, on the smoke from the back, slightly hitting the model, but hitting the model mostly with the sides of the light, so we're feathering the lights towards the camera. And 1 light source, preferably a little bit aimed light source, so in other words, something with a grid or something that's really small towards our model, under a slight angle to create 3-dimensionality. And of course, close to our model, so we don't have any smoke buildup between the strobe and our model. Now, we can talk about this for hours, as you already know. Let's take a look at the lighting setup, because that makes everything a lot more easier to understand. as you can see, using smoke is awesome. You do have to take care of one thing. If you have smoke detectors in your studio or in your home, make sure you make a little cap and actually hang them over your smoke detectors. Because sometimes, yeah, that can be a real surprise if you get a call like, hey, the fire department, because you have a smoke alarm. And especially with our studio, if we use a lot of smoke and we open the doors, you often see a lot of smoke getting out of the studio. And we already had some people coming in like, is there fire? Oh, no, we're just doing a workshop with smoke. So make sure that you don't have the fire department in front of your studio. That can be really expensive. See you again next time. Bye, guys. This is so much fun. Oh, you're still here. Well, join, like, subscribe. But most of all, tell other people about the channel so we can grow and pay for the fire department. Bye, guys.